Welcome back to the adventures of King Potting Mix of the rivers and, the rivers and the hills and the neck in the north or something like that. So I kind of had a couple of ideas between last episode and this episode. So we've seen obviously the effects of the diplomatic systems in play here. That if we attack any first man, every other first man on Westeros is going to dogpile us. If we attack the Andals, every other Andal on Westeros, and I think also Essos, some will come over and dogpile us. Now, I've got a couple of things that I've thought about here. Now, number one, obviously, Storm's End is coastal, so we could still employ the sort of smash and grab tactic of get a load of mercenaries, stick them on a boat, stick them in Shipbreaker Bay, which obviously is a little bit counterintuitive, but bear with me on this one. Then we'll have them so that they are moving into Storm's End, be a day away, then we'll declare war. So even if Storm's End does send out, a request for support or whatever, our troops will have landed in its capital and they can already potentially start assaulting it down. Now it is Storm's End, obviously, one of the biggest castles in Westeros, designed to obviously repel things like that. But if we can get there and at least start assaulting it down, maybe even split some troops over parchments as well and just do some natural sieges, by the time that they're able to call in Dawn and Old Town and the Westerlands and everywhere else from every bloody corner of the earth, we might be able to win it, because that'll be 100% of their domain seized down. Now, obviously, if Storm's End gets any larger, if they expand their borders, if they take Galemont or start moving down into the southern parts of the Stormlands here, then we're going to have an issue, because we won't be able to just oh god, that's concerning. We won't be able to just so easily assault everything down, or at least siege everything down, whereas as it is right now, it might work. Now, the second thing, as well, and that also applies, by the way, to Old Town. Obviously, it's slightly more risky, because there are like 6 provinces there, but the same thing applies. If our war goal is a high tower, and we drop troops off and immediately start assaulting it down, chances are we might be able to win that. Now, here's the second thing as well. Right now, we are at war with the Reach, and we're at war with Tytos the Fowler. That's just in that one. In this war, we're at war with Wendwater, and we're also at war with the Lord of Runestone. If we declare war now, those guys shouldn't be able to join the war against us because we're already enemies in a separate war, right? Or does that not work in this? Maybe there's a system around it. I don't know. But chances are they might not be able to, because they're already allies in a separate war, because we already count as hostile to these guys, we might not have to worry about them attacking us, because of course they've got other targets. I mean, even if they are able to call them in, they've got other targets, they've got other things that they've got to defend, they've got other wars that are obviously worth fighting to them. Us going for Storm's End will probably be at the bottom of their priorities at that stage. So this might also be quite a legitimate tactic to being able to deal with things. Wait for another big water roll around, then sort of seize the day, take that opportunity as it presents itself. Now, what I'm also going to do in the background here, whilst we sort of decide on the best thing to do, while we wait for our prestige and our gold to sort of reinforce a little bit, and especially our troops as well. What's our domain size right now? Yeah, we're like 10,000 troops short. Actually, we're way more than that. We're like 17,000 troops short of where we should be right now. So I'm going to wait for those to reinforce before we do any sort of military play whatsoever. In the meantime, I'm going to start training up our heir and make it... Well, we already are, obviously, but I'm going to try and find a better educator for him. I'm going to make sure this kid comes out a martial genius. I'm going to do everything I can in my power to ensure that this guy is going to end up being a ruler capable of getting more troops than us, capable of leading armies better than we are. Mainly because right now, our guy's crap. He barely breaks double digits in any stats, and the only stat he does actually get past 10 in is learning, which is obviously no use in the Game of Thrones world, because learning generally in the base game is only good if you want your tech points, which, again, is not relevant in this. So, getting a guy with higher than 8 martial, the kid's already 10 years old and already at 6 martial, so he's already beating us, or almost already beating us in martial as it is. He definitely will be beating us in martial by the time he's actually ready to rule. So I think I'm going to really, really focus on this kid's education and try and actually raise an heir that's worthy of leading our troops. So I'm looking for a slightly better educator. So anybody who's diligent and a knight, preferably. So we've got actually a lot of good options here. My God. So we've got this guy here, Roland, our friend. Roland of Farewell. I honestly don't really remember him too much. Brilliant commander. He's got some good leadership traits. More importantly, he's a knight, so we might be able to knight our son. Questionable, because again, it's the whole Faith of the Seven thing, blessed by a septon and all that. We've got, he's duelist, he's skilled fighter, which is, of course, relevant as well. Diligent, which is good just for their generic education. We've got, Kedge here, who is, I thought that was crit, it's actually smart, so he's not as good as I thought. Skilled fighter, but he is also diligent, he's also got that brilliant commander. And then we've got, actually, another relative of ours, what's his name? Hosta Mudd, who is skilled commander, powerful, knight. There are plenty of better educators. What's our current guy like? As I recall, he wasn't too good. No, he's really not. He's got high martial, but he's got a low education there. The only thing that's really... he's getting... Obviously, Brawny's giving him a bonus to martial and duelist, but those aren't traits that we can pass on to our heir. Oh my god, Theomar Thicketh. I remember you, Theomar Thicketh. trying to educate our son, but he's so dummy thick that the clap of it, no. Alright, so let's assign you, then, a new guardian. Let's send Roland in. He's got that high marshal, so it doesn't really matter too much. As you know, the old CK2 system used to be based on their education, so if they were brilliant commander, your kid had a chance of becoming brilliant commander or the level below it. If they were a level 3 commander, then they had a chance of becoming a level 3 commander or a level 2 or a level 4. Now, with Conclave, obviously, that's very different. Apparently, the Game of Thrones will change it even further. We're going to give it to Roland. So, all that matters post-Conclave is they have over 15 in the relevant stat, which they do. Diligent, patient, shrewd, quick, genius can all affect it, but this guy's got some good stats I wouldn't mind passing on as well, like brave, charitable. Wrath, honestly, isn't too bad if we're trying to go for a martial character, obviously. More importantly, he's a knight, so he hopefully can continue on his squire training. I don't know if that'll affect things at all. Don't know whether he loses the trait squire because he's under a new guardian, or whether it will... Hey, there we go. Winter's gone as well, so now we can focus on getting our troops reinforced. I'm putting all my eggs in this kid. What's his name? Loam Mud, you are the future. You are the absolute future of this dynasty. Now, we can also force him to train. When can we do that? So, the next time we can do it is 6760, so the 10th of... So, the 7th of October. Oh, God, these backwards dates drive me mad. 6760. Okay, that's fair enough. So, we've got a while yet. We've still got to wait another year or more. Then we'll try and force train him. I need to remember in my brain to force train this kid. Otherwise, we are going to lose out a little bit. So we are obviously a train fighter. That means we can train him at train fighter. Then we're relying on Sir Roland to get him up to level 3. Then alongside that, if we set a different Master of Arms as well, who has a higher martial sort of fighting skill. Let's see if we can find have we got what is it, Master Fighter or something like that? I'll have to find the trait, but basically I'm going to hire a marshal, regardless of their martial stat, who has a higher training level than level 3. We go for a level 4 warrior. That way we can also set him to be training children. So we've got us doing it, Roland doing it, and also our marshal, who's obviously not going to be Roland for too long, training him as well. That way I think we're giving him the best chance possible. Now, along with that, the maester can also train kids, but they can only give him a learning education. This maester isn't very good. I might even sack him and roll the dice on a fresh one. Let's see if we can find someone who's a better... I think it's Master Warrior or something like that. Formidable Fighter. Right, I think the trait is actually called Master Warrior. For mid... Right, let's just do that. Reset all, join court, yes, and they have to be men as well. Although, there are already people willing to join us. Oh, look at this guy. Okay, absolutely. Edma, first man, old gods, welcome aboard. Sorry, Andal, not today. He's also got decent marshals, so it's not like we're missing out on too much. Obviously, our levy reinforcement rate is capped anyway. I believe it's capped to like 290% reinforcement rate. Let's quickly take a look. Train troops, 125%. Oh, it must be a lot different in Game of Thrones. Invite him on board. Join me. I need you to educate my son. Stressed or arbitrary? Our guy lost arbitrary before, didn't he? So you know what? Let's gain stressed. Maybe it'll also kill our guy off quicker. Fingers crossed. Right, Edma, join me. Let's get you on... Right, so where is he? Edma. There he is. Right, okay. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I know. He's my friend, though, so I'm sure he'll forgive me. He'll understand that it's for the good of the realm. I'm going to send him a gift so he doesn't leave. I'm going to raise him to nobility so he's less likely to leave it. It costs us 80 gold, but I think it's worth it. Just to guarantee this guy will stick around. Oh, now he likes us less? Why? Because he was... Oh, for fuck's sake. This gets me every single fucking time. So if you put them on the council, then raise them to nobility, they get sacked and then immediately put back on the council because of reasons. It's just a mechanic that they've obviously implemented to get around systems. Oh, that's so annoying. So actually that didn't affect him at all. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. There you go. You enjoy that one. So then we'll get him in our court training children, hopefully up to the same degree as fighting skill that he's got there. I don't think there's much else I can do for this kid at this stage. I am going to sack the maester, like I said. So you are going to be fired. Goodbye. And then I'm going to ask him to leave our court. And then we go to the Citadel, ask for a new guy to turn up, who's hopefully got higher learning than the old guy. We're looking for higher than 10 learning. Come on. That'll do. Okay, it's a step in the right direction. He's also a linguist, which might, I don't know, have some sort of effect. Might train our kid to be a linguist. I have no idea. Right. That's slightly better. So you can see the child is progressing, 9.65% chance based solely on the guy's learning. We might be able to find someone better later on, but I don't want to risk it too much. And when we wait for our troops to reinforce and our kid to be educated, I know I say this every day, I really want to find out what the hell these powers are. So right now, we are waiting to learn from a wisdom. How do I do that? I think we just have to wait for a wisdom to say, hey, I'll educate you, and then we disappear and go to their court. In the meantime, we can make some more money for the realm and try and build up our realm a little bit more. So sell them for a profit. There we go. Donate to the guild. I'm probably not going to do, though. Wait, no, we only need 1,000 knowledge to level up, so absolutely donate to the guild. We're just basically saving our money on that because we're making the fake valuables, obviously. Although I think it costs 150 knowledge to do that, didn't it? That might have been a waste of time. Don't worry about it. Ignore me. Let's go and acquire some ingredients instead, because those we definitely can sell for Those we definitely can sell for a bit of profit. So marketplace will cost us money, but this one or this one are both... Well, I think one's determined by learning, one's determined by martial or something weird like that. Let's get the herbs in the hills. Our guy's a gardener, so you'd assume he would know what he's looking for there. Master Maynard has arrived in our court, so he's a better... Can we... He's got 14 learning. Can we sack this guy in... Oh, we can't. That's weird. He's arrived in our court, but we can't actually name him Maester. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, never mind. At least... I at least know how to identify some plants. That's good. That sounds like it's a promising thing there. So it sounds like the other guy might be crap, though. What else can we do as our important decisions here? Nothing, really. We can ask courtiers to leave court. One thing we should be doing, because this is a very scummy thing you can do in post whatever the artifact. I don't remember what CK2 DLC was at this stage that added artifacts. But what you can do is you can type in artifact, and you can have join court set to yes, and you can invite everybody to your court who has an artifact. That way, when they die... If they have no living family members, if you're their liege, when they die, you'll inherit their stuff. Now, unfortunately, for the most part, it looks like it's just going to be a shitload of broken weapons, which... That guy has Valyrian steel. Okay, now, if you also look, he's got no kids, and he's got a sister who is technically not in line to... No, I think she is in line to inherit, actually, with Valyrian steel. So I think if we kill his sister off, who might also be willing to join our court, she is. If we kill her off... When he dies, we'll inherit her Valyrian steel, or we'll inherit his Valyrian steel. I'm just going to invite everyone anyway. Worst case scenario, we have to ask them to leave our court, at which point you get their money anyway, with obviously that button that Paradox added during the last major patch, because courts were getting way too crowded with the amount of people that you had turn up. So we'll invite all these people to court. Worst case scenario, we get their weapons, their broken weapons, or their Valyrian steel weapons, apparently. Best case scenario... Oh, no, that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, we banish them and we just get some gold out of it. In theory, the best thing to do would be to invite everybody to court, like every single person who's willing to join our bloody court. There's another guy there willing to join us now. Every single person in the world, and then banish them all. Because it's free to invite them to court, and then it costs like 5 gold per 10 people to get rid of them. There's a lot of people. I'd love to get all these people into our court, because I imagine at least 1 or 2 of them have a ridiculous amount of gold, especially with the Great Trade League as well. So if, I mean, what do we look... see if we can just track anyone down here, just to try and illustrate my point. Now, we obviously did it during the... Oh, none of them have any gold, huh? That guy's got 25, so we can invite him to court, immediately ask him to leave our court, make 20 gold profit. It might not seem like a lot, but in this scenario where we need to build up our RAM to be able to match everybody else in bloody Westeros simultaneously, could be worth it. Interestingly, he has a claim on Storm's End as well, so we could land him and... push his claim on Storm's End. I wonder if that's how we avoid the mass war system. If we're pressing someone else's claim, maybe that'll work. I might be willing to test it. Worst case scenario, we give him 400 gold again and say, yeah, okay, whatever, you caught me. That also might work, but I do want your sword, though. I mean, we could... Shit, yeah, no, I want your sword more than... Dothraki a rack, though? Oh, I don't know. Is it more valuable to us to get a Holy Site? Because we'd have to land him regardless, so we'd have to give him, like, we give him, like, the Widow's Tower, which is a military commander. Then we push his claim on Storm's End. So when he dies, his heir will inherit Storm's End, but we'll get Widow's Tower back left, which is one of our, like I said, it's one of our sub-towers inside Emond's Rest. That could work. And I believe that might also, well, I've got a hunch that might also let us avoid this bloody Mega War system as well. I say Mega War system, the system that lets them call everybody else and their mothers into the war against us. So it was your, no, she's a number. Who was the guy again? I should really mark him as fucking special interest this time. There he is. Right, Norbert Frostarm, welcome. I want to push your claim, my friend, so I'm going to give you, yeah, have the Widow's Tower. Again, that's a military commander, so when he dies, it's basically like a viceroyalty. That'll come back to us, regardless of whether or not he has any daughters, sons, whatever else. Then we declare war. We claim Storm's End. That's what we want to do. Now, right now, we're a truce breaker for another 7 years? Yeah, 7 years. So we might have to wait for this guy to die off, but he's... Oh, he is 8 years older than us. Or we could try and assassinate him, I guess, see if that'll work. 92%. Let's give it a go. Let's try and assassinate him and then see if we can bring Storm's End. Because if this works, all we have to do is get claimant for Old Town. Get a claimant for... Oh, well, we'd have to go to war with the whole Reach now because they've all obviously recombined because of the Mega War thing. But, no, maybe this is why. Maybe Stormland still is one big kingdom, but it's all just broken apart because of the Mega War. Not entirely sure. If that's true, then we need to definitely take advantage of the situation while it's available to us. Right, let's invite some people to this plot. So send this man a gift. Welcome aboard. We've got plenty of gold to do it with, thank God. So let's see what we can do. Ah, now this was a comment I saw as well. Apparently, when our last... Remember when we had that weird fucking glitch where we didn't even abdicate, we didn't even get an event, we just flipped character. And I can only assume that's because the titular was still... I don't know. I don't know what caused it. You guys might remember it was a couple of episodes ago. We were playing as this guy's son, was it? Was it you? So we were playing as somebody. Sir Ellard. No, it wasn't Sir Ellard. Who the fuck were we playing as? But basically... Oh, maybe it was Emmon. It was Emmon. When he abdicated, he took the entire treasury. The gold, the spear, the crown of the River Kings, he took it all. I want it back, but I don't know how the hell we're going to get it back. It should be ours by right. I mean, obviously it was a game glitch, so I think I'd be more within my right just to console command it back, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to stay within the rules of Westeros and not within the rules of magic. He's outside of our court as well. Shit. Oh god, look at the claims he's got too. I would really like that back if you don't mind. If we don't, I mean, if he doesn't have any kids, who would inherit that? His liege, I assume. They'd get the crown of the River Kings, which would suck. And he's got the Weirwood Spear, belonging to King Soil. And he's got the glass cannon we spent a fortune on. Damn it. Can we invite him to court? What if I grant him a landed title, like Kingspire Tower? Because that way, when he dies, we're his heir. So when he dies, maybe we'll inherit all of his treasury? You'd assume that would be that might have been a good play there. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll wait and see how that progresses on. I'm hoping that just when this guy dies, we will, or whoever we're playing as at the time, will inherit the whole treasury back, assuming he doesn't have any kids. Fingers crossed. Oh, weirdly enough, we did get a Weirwood Spear, but it must have been someone we invited to court must have died. Kavran revived in our court, and then, no, he's still alive. We just got a Weirwood Spear from somewhere, so that was quite a nice coincidence. We've got that equipped. That gives us what? Old God's Opinion, Wildling Opinion. Actually, it's pretty good. Pikeman plus 2.5% monthly prestige. It's not a lot. I mean, the personal combat stat there is arguably the best one we could go for. It's kind of a shame it doesn't give any martial bonuses, huh? Great news. My co-conspirator, Lady Tanessa, has assembled a party of mercenaries who will ambush Lord Galadon. Somebody asked me to check if House Durandon was still alive. So the best way to check, I believe in Stormbreaker Bay, there's a sub-house here. Was it Storm's Drum? Of Storm's Drum. Let's check the history. One of these titles... I don't know which one it was. I mean, I know there's some branch houses, but we could just go back here, couldn't we? House Durandon, 4 living members. We could try and land House Durandon. There he is, Davos Durandon. Who's actually a really good character too. So we could bring back House Durandon as the... Oh, but they are Faith of the Seven, though. And they're Stormlanders, which I think is also Andal. Okay, that's annoying. We'll see if there are any First Men Durandons and try and bring back the sort of First Man house of Westeros. Oh, saying that they're all going to be House Durandon, though, right? Yeah, because House Baratheon only came with... I mean... I suppose the point was, let's see if there are any left to, you know, give the Stormlands back to after they've clearly been destroyed in a civil war here. But, of course, House Baratheon only came around when Oris Baratheon, who was Aegon the Conqueror's bastard brother, married the daughter of Argalat the Arrogant? I don't remember. Success! The mercenaries killed him, dead, and we weren't caught. Thank fuck. Okay. Right, so we can now try and push that claim. Now, what I'm going to do... to give us the best chance possible. I'm not just going to hit the declare war button and hope that they won't be able to call everyone else in, because chances are they will be able to, right? What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to do what I said I would do at the start, and we'll raise all of our mercenary troops, like raise them, not hire them. So let's get you guys, raise and raise. Okay, that should do it. How many have we got? We've only got 2,300 bollocks. It's not very much. Reinforcing 51 soldiers per month. And the monthly cost for these is like 1.2 gold for those bands. So they've also got a Valyrian... Is that Dragon Rider? I hate using dragons. Every series we've used dragons like super effectively to take everything we ever want. I don't like doing it again, but... He's not even our best commander, is it? Fuck it, sack him. No, this is a personal thing. I just can't use any more dragons, any more bloody series. They're just so overpowered in the Game of Thrones world. They really are just... I think it was like Shari said, they're just flying map painters. You just point them in the direction and it flips to your color. It's just... They are super, super OP. Especially with Valyria kicking around right now. There's going to be a lot of them around too, so we've got to be very careful not to use them. My king, alright, on behalf of the bank, yeah, we'll pay her interest, fine. I think I need to just do that always. We just need to accept that as part of, you know, doing business right now. I would like to point out, I know I made a big deal about that event in last episode, so that probably would have been like 2 days ago at the time of this going up, or the day before yesterday, which is 2 days ago. But the event where the Chinese military strategist, or sorry, the Yitish military strategist turns up and teaches our people the various combat skills, actually doesn't work. It did just pop up then saying that Halstommer became a levy coordinator, but he didn't. Maybe if I let some more time tick? No, he actually didn't. Okay, that's a bit disappointing, so I was hoping that would give us... that would give us some more powerful commanders, because right now commanders are a little bit shitty. That's okay. The Ironborn are here to raid us. Good. Can we... Like, the Ironborns have all splintered apart. Do you think we should just go ahead and take the bloody Ironborn? Like, Harlaw is separate. I imagine they're in a mega war. That might be more likely it. But we could try and grab some of these. And, I mean, actually, to be fair, the Ironborn are the only people in the world who won't be able to... Bloody vengeance. Whoa. Okay, that sounds fun. Oh, that sounds fun. We gain 100 prestige. We gain... Do we get any money from that? He gives us 48 gold. That because he pillaged us, obviously. We could do that. We could try and fabricate claims across the whole of the Iron Islands, bring it under our control, and just try and convert it naturally. Because those guys, unlike everyone else in the fucking world, won't be able to call for support. There are no other Ironborn on the map. This could be pretty good. Okay, I'll keep that in the back of my mind. We'll test out the Storm's End strategy first, just to see if that's viable. Oh. Yes, yeah, you should be Maester. Absolutely, he's now our new Maester. Oh, nice, he actually petitioned us to set the other guy. Incredible. Oh, our Chief General left, that bitch. Oh, for fuck's sake, okay. Right, so we're gonna have to find another guy with, what was that fighting trait again? Formidable fighter. White Walkers? No, I'm okay, thank you. Join court, yes. A White Walker educating my son in the ways of fighting would be kind of incredible, though. We still want a guy who's good, so you'll do. Welcome to court. He's already highborn, so I can't unfortunately offer him a title this time around. Welcome. I will send him a gift. There we go, and I will try and sway him. Can we give him an honorary title? King's Justice. That seems appropriate for our marshal as well. Okay, welcome aboard. Join me on the council, my friend. So he was called Miles something? Yeah, there he is. And let's have you training children. How's my son doing? Well, it is time to give him another force training. Let's give it a go. What are we looking at? 26% chance of success. Shit. We failed, and we injured him. Good work. Well done. Incredible stuff. Oh, God, really? March +1. Oh, please don't die. Loam. Do not die, Loam. Boom. There we go. Nice work. So we can now try and unlock some of those. We could use Wildfire now that I think about it. We can't use Dragons. The Wildfire is always way more balanced than Dragons. It's very similar, but the Wildfire has a chance of backfiring and obviously torching your own people. There's an accident, wheeling it into camp, accident, making it, whatever else. I think it's a lot more balanced than the Dragon, so I might even go for it. On a Acolyte potting mix, I hereby grant you position, blah, 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 blah. Thank you. I know a lot of people are also going to say, Mr. Trim, that's the whole point of Dragons. They're supposed to be OP, because obviously the whole, you know, Aegon's Conquest, taking Westeros with only, like, 3 dragons, whatever else. I get it, but in terms of gameplay, I just don't think it's very interesting. Sure, there you go. We've got a lot of raiders just randomly attacking our troops over and over and over, and I don't really know why they're doing it. Reyes Pragana again, thank you very much. I mean, it's given us prestige, so I won't complain too much. Very weird. Right, so what can we do then? How do we learn these rare and fancy powers? I think I gotta transmute metals. We need 300 knowledge. We have to learn from an alchemist at our court, or we have to invite an alchemist to court that has the power of transmutation. Hopefully, they'll just send us a quest that's like, hey, you need to learn magic powers. Because it does say that you can obtain magic powers, can study the knowledge store, so I assume that is what we're after here. We're still waiting to learn from a wisdom, so hopefully they will approach us soon. And maybe with that event, we could try and learn some powers. I'm not sure. Prince Loam is ready to be educated. What is he good at? Not martial. Shit. I actually wanted a good martial character to succeed us. Basically, we've got the choice of intrigue or diplomacy. Diplomacy obviously being slightly better. Learning is not even on the table. I don't think we can even take learning, can we? Nope. Martial will come out fairly badly. Stewardship will come out less than average. I mean, intrigue will come out average. Diplomacy slightly higher than average. So I feel like I have to go for diplomacy. I hate it. I didn't want to train him in diplomacy, but we don't really have a choice. There's no reason we can't still turn him into a good martial character via traits and good learning and whatever else. Yeah, let's go for it. He's come out a very average, very boring child. What's our second kid in line like? He's also kind of boring. I'll force him to train us, see if we can get something out of it. Oh, damn it. Okay. Rocky, can I disinherit you? We might send him to the Citadel. I'm not sure. We'll wait and see who comes out slightly better, more towards... We'll see what this kid's like at the age of 15. We'll wait and see what this kid's like after his education is kicked in, so at the age of 12. Then we might want to decide whether or not it's worth shifting one, you know, Randall Starlytile over to the wall or sending one up to the Citadel or something like that. Here we go, case in point again. Hostamud has become a levy coordinator, but obviously didn't actually become a levy coordinator then, never mind. Miguel Mud. I have plenty of other names, do not worry. We have Marble Mud, welcome. I know I asked for, like, things that came from the... My god, that music. I know I asked for things that came from the ground, but I was kind of hoping for more. I mean, how many different words for mud are there, realistically? This naming scheme is just terrible. This is a low-tier naming scheme in this series. Let's go for... Oh, God, what have I got left? I've got Struggle left for her. Because our first kid who we were training Struggle obviously no longer is. Okay, Struggle, daughter, Struggle. Good luck. Now, how are we looking? These troops are still reinforcing very, very soon. I'm going to drop them. Fuck it. We might as well drop them for the time being. The only reason I was hiring them or leaving them hired is so that other people couldn't hire them when we obviously want to use them. So, it's risky. They'll reinforce faster, but chances are we might lose, or someone else might hire them, put them into a contract so we don't have access to them, and they'll obviously die. Yeah, this is annoying. How many men do they really have in Storm's End? 5,000. Oh, God. Okay, we are going to have to let them fully reinforce then. Good. Loam, loam, loam. All he does is gripe and moan about a few scrapes and cuts. He'd rather read a scroll than fight in a joust. I'm very tempted to get rid of him. I mean, he might get rid of himself. Oh, he became wounded. Sorry, he became scarred from wounded. I thought he might actually die then of just being stressed and wounded. Damn it. Loam, I might get rid of you. And another good reason to not play him is he's ugly, so we don't want that passing on and staying within our dynasty. I might just ship him off to the Citadel now. I'm sorry. If you want to read scrolls, we're doing him a favor. He, as our guy just came up to us and said he wants to read scrolls, so be it. So be it. Go on and read. I'll give you one last chance. Maybe next time no, send him off. Ship him off to the Citadel with you. He wants to read scrolls. Go fucking read some scrolls. Rocky, congratulations. You're my new heir. He's still being educated by the same guy, which is lucky. That was the one thing I was concerned about there. Conscientious, fussy, curious, affectionate, haughty. He's got better traits than... he's got better traits than the kid anyway. Oh! He died in a duel. Who got his Iraq? Was it her? She didn't get it. Oh my god. No, we didn't get it either. Who fucking got it? Was his mother? I don't know. I don't know where that weapon went, but he clearly had a Valyrian steel sword that's disappeared. Oh, she did get it. Right. Okay, that's a shame. How am I supposed to stop this now? So, her mother's still alive. I wonder if her mother would inherit it. I believe it's any parent. There is rules for inheritance if we go down to Show Valyrian Blades. What are the rules for inheritance? The current heir, grandchild, a child, a sibling, any member of the same dynasty. Her mother might not be the member of a dynasty, though. Any spouse, current heir, regardless of relation, liege. Right, so number 9 is what we are on this list, unfortunately. To be fair, she hasn't got any of the others. This might work. This actually genuinely might work. So let's go back to her. Let's mark her a special interest. Andrea, she's slow. Could we just maybe... If we just kill her off? Family. Oh! Oh, it was his... No. I'm looking at the wrong person. They look very similar, you've got to admit. Right, there she is. Mark her a special interest. Sorry, I don't give a shit about your idiot wife. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. Her mother is not of the same dynasty. So in theory, we kill this girl off now. She's got no living members besides her mother, who again is not of her dynasty, so doesn't really count. We should inherit her Valyrian steel sword. It's underhanded, it's sneaky, it's vile, but sometimes you just got to do it. We lost our treasury to a succession issue. We're a little bit... I mean, our guy's also completely batshit fucking crazy, cruel, and cynical. So, why wouldn't he do this? Why wouldn't he do this? Absolutely. Get him on board. Join us. Join us in this murder. Who else can we get on board, then? Anybody with any good plot power? Yes, Theomar, Master of Whispers, join me. Lewis, join me. I'm happy to send money to anybody who's not going to break the bank. Like, sending money to Kedge obviously would cost us a fucking fortune. This guy's the leader of a mercenary band. Still only costs 15 gold because he's no landed character. She wants 15 gold as well. Fuck it. Done. Okay, that should be more than enough. That might be a little bit overkill, but, you know, you can't really go with overkill. I mean, it's a Valyrian steel sword that we're talking about here. I will pay interest on the behalf of my bannerman. I'm just going to always do that. I'm looking at it now less of, oh, I have to pay money on behalf of my bannerman, but more, oh, this is a really cheap way to get opinion, which I think is making a lot of sense. Okay, come on. She's in our court, right? So let's also get our Master of Whispers building a spine. Are you my best Master of Whispers? I mean, we could put our vassal on there. But he doesn't really like us too much. He wants to become Master of Whispers, so we'll fulfill his ambition as well. Fuck you. Send him a gift. And then have him building a spy network. There we are. And he should join us in this plot too. There we go. Nice. Vicious rumors removed from us. Thank you very much, William. So everybody must like us quite a lot now. My god, we really have turned this character around over the past few... Yeah, I mean, look at this. The people who dislike us are probably the people whose gifts have worn off since I've last given them out. For sure. Let's keep them happy. Why not? Happy realm makes for an unassassinated king, makes for a happy me. Thank you. There you are. Have some more gold. Right, so that should keep them... Oh, obviously House Tully aren't going to like us too much. Although, to say that we are in a blood feud and she only has minus 30 opinion of us, I think that's fairly impressive. Oh, wow. That was quick. We'll ambush Winifred disguised as highwayman. Kill her. She's got Valyrian steel sword, so be careful. Levy coordinator, he hasn't. It's a lie. Come on. No, for fuck's sake. Okay, right. So Rocky, this is important, though. Rocky has 8 learning. We could train him in. Oh, actually, this kid's quite a mixed bag, isn't he? So diplomacy is still the best one for him. I'm going to go for Marshal. Because Marshal is much higher. I mean, obviously, Marshal and Stewardship are probably the easiest stats to increase just via events and whatever else. Marshal, I would say, is the easiest. Just have him leading troops. You know, you get the event that, oh, this is all you, my lord, and then you gain either humble or proud, plus you upgrade your education. I think Marshal, even if he's not going to come out necessarily a level 4 Marshal off the bat here, should still work out fairly well for us. Were you definitely the guy... Yeah, you are the guy I want to educate. Yeah, you're diligent, you've got the good traits, okay, everything else there. Can I force educate my son again very briefly before I forget? You are the future of House Mud. When can we next train him then? That's great fighting skill. Oh, he's better than us. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. He would kick our ass if we tried to train him, so we'll avoid that. Shit. Okay, at least the disguise of the mercenary held up. Nobody knows. Nobody knows that it was us. What did she get there? Alert is a plot. Oh, damn it. She should still be fine, though. 164%. We could... Ah, here we go. Give me them rare powers, boy. A fine opportunity. Let's depart. Come on. Teach me how to transmute. Oh, man, I can't believe I forgot about this. But in each province, you have the opportunity to build a stonemason. Now, a stonemason is absurdly powerful. Occasionally, you get bad stonemasons, which give a negative build cost, build time modifier. But for the most part, I can't even build one here. Maybe we have to build a quarry first or something like that. But in Emond's Rest, which is a province I've been slowly building up in the background here, we can build a stonemason. Now, it says that the skills of the stonemason decide how fast the province goes. This will give us an event every few years. When the stonemason's guild gets a new leader, the skills of that leader will determine how fast, again, the build time, build cost modifiers of our province. I don't know why we can't build it over in... It's determined by, like, new road, silk shipment, linen shipment. I don't know what determines whether or not we can build a stonemason in a province. Like, we can't build one here, for example, unless I am blind. We've got a weird butcher, though. Tax income +4, morale of armies -10%. Ugh, yikes. That's, unless we got training ground to cancel that out, I'm not going to be going for that. Yeah, I can't see... Oh, there it is, stonemason. Oh, it's 585 gold. Still going to build it as soon as we can, because it will save us so much money in the long term, and it will allow us to build up provinces so much quicker. Hunting dog. Hey, Sir Roland, thank you. Another few years. Would you like to name your dog? I'm going to call him... Joris. Joris. My good friend Joris the hunting dog. Welcome. Allow the duel. Fine, kill him. I don't want to piss people off. That's what this guy's all about now. Not annoying people because we don't want to go through another massive rebellion and glitchy succession like we did last time. My lord, you make a good point. He gets to become commander. Where's my... I thought we were on a tour. Has it taken a while to get there? We could be going all the way to... Oh, look. And this is also working as well. There's another thing to bring up. Methisso's broken weapon as added to our treasury. So the people that we invite to our court are dying, and then we're inheriting their stuff. Now, I mean, the one person we actually want to die apparently isn't dying now. So anyone else I can invite to this bloody plot, speed it up a little bit before she, like, leaves our court. That's the one thing I am concerned about. That's why I want to spend so much money on this plot. How much gold do you want? 120! Oh, we'll invite our Yeetish military strategist, who has done absolutely nothing for us so far. Yeah, to be honest, I think that's all I'm really willing to drop on this plot. Oh, yeah, you know, we've got some on-landed courtiers here we could gift, and these guys only cost... Oh, wait, mayors don't count the base amount of gold? Good God, you're ridiculous. Right, 15 gold for you as well. That'll do. That'll do for the time being. Let's see how that works out. I don't know who this person is, but because I don't know who it is, I'm not willing to drop 400 prestige on her. Fuck off. All right, God. Okay, what are we up to now? 141%. Just keep your fingers crossed. Aha, we've arrived at Pebbleton. That's not even that far away. Why did it take months to get to Pebbleton? You were feasted. You were being feasted. You were feasted on in Lady Ella's keep, and everyone was getting along well. The same could not be said for your men outside the castle. However, reports have been coming in that they were drunkenly rampaging through the area with your courtier Danar. Danar is in the Valyrian Dragon Rider, man. Yes, understandable, really. My lady, I would deal with these men. Are we going to kill them? Offer recompense? Satisfied with your offer? Yeah, no, I'll just give her the gold. I didn't really want to kill off I don't really want to kill off my troops. Right, here we are. Oh, so it's someone in her court, maybe. I guess so. You begin learning from Wisdom Lissa. Who is this person? Marissa Snow. Just brought up a random person there. Right, so she's going to teach us everything she knows, which, fingers crossed, is how to transmute gold. 24% chance the lessons are a great success. 56, so we've got the highest chance of the lesson just going well. Come on. Hey, there we go. Nice work. After days of hard work, you feel like you've at least learned something of value, so I imagine we got that 54% there. Thank you for your time. We do gain 1 learning and 50 knowledge out of that. My God, its learning stat, it just dwarfs everything else here. And there we go. Right, so the Stone Guild Mason, the Stonemason Guild has a new master. Hope he is competent. Let's find out. Master Stonemason, that's the best one we've got. Minus 25 and 25 is so good. Alright, so what I might also be tempted to do in that case, given that we've got 466 gold in the bank, also send our guy to oversee construction. Look at this. This is so good. This is how we might actually finally be able to stop everyone else kicking around. Right, so library gives us tax income. Weird butcher, again, gives us a lot of tax, but the minus 10 morale of armies is not particularly good. That gives tax income and a morale of army increase. Fuck it, let's go for the barber surgeon then. Really won't take long to build. This is a setback. My bannerman has been captured. Oh, shit. Oh, but Lord Paramount Kedge, why is that a setback? Our loyal vassal was captured by our loyal vassal caught his traitorous vassal. Doesn't really matter. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, Emond's Rest is going to be so incredibly powerful now that we have access to this, and I believe it's a province modifier rather than just a holding modifier. So if we also go to the Widow's Tower, yeah, same thing. Look at this. We can build so much stuff here now. This is incredible. Where do I want to start? We could build weird butchers in all of these towers. Tax income +4, but minus 10% morale of armies for 150 troops is an incredibly good trade-off. It's an incredibly good trade-off. I might try and put some of those down. Oh my god, this guy's still the guardian of Prince Loam, but look. Prince Loam would rather read a scroll than learn to fight in a joust. Loam is too soft, he became a scholar. I feel like I was a good parent in sending him to what he wanted to do, which is read scrolls. The kid became a scholar. I have done a nice thing here. I've done a lovely thing for Prince Loam. You're welcome, by the way. What's this crown that we're wearing? What? Who the fuck did we inherit that from? Artifact history. Shana, who was in our court. Look, we're her liege. So she died and we inherited her fucking storm crown? That is so good. The ancient crown of the Durandan Storm Kings. So we might have lost the crown of the rivers and the hills and the neck and the north, but we did gain the crown of the Stormlands. Unreal. We also got a pile of lumber, apparently. Wow, I was going to say where the hell did we get that, but yeah, there we go. Very nice. Okay, well, we still want to get back our other... We still want to get this stuff back, so hopefully... Just come on, die. 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 Oh, speaking of die, Winifred is about to die as well. Come on. Give me a crown, give me a new sword. Crown and a new sword. I don't care about that. Crown and a new... She's dead. Give me that sword. It fucking worked. Your boy's got a makeover. Oh my god, that's so cool. Reforged from by King Potting Mix of the... Yeah, it's a little bit buggier. Wow. That's opinion +5, martial +1, personal combat skill +20. Better than the Weirwood Spear. It's a Dothraki weapon, so it looks a little odd, but wow, that's very cool. We should... You know what? If you guys want to suggest names for this weapon... If you guys want to suggest names for it, I was going to say we should rename it, but I haven't got anything good off the top of my head. I'll pick whatever the top and most upvoted comment is, and I will give that name to this weapon, because that, I mean, I'm going to keep it around. This, we are not losing ever. This will be our ancestral. Can we reforge it again? Maybe make it not look very Dothraki? No, because I believe it's already been, that counts an already reforged weapon. That's so cool, though. Because we now can't rank up to the next level of the Alchemist Guild because there is already a Grandmaster within our realm, I'm not going to bother donating to the guild anymore because that only gives us knowledge. Instead, we'll use our knowledge to make some more gold. Then that gold we can pour straight into our territories now that we have the stonemasons as well. This would be, or we could just keep them in our treasury. Obviously, your gemstones in your treasury give you prestige. Might be good if we eventually want to try and forge Bloodline, maybe forge like 50 different gemstones, because they stack as well. And even though they only give 0.1 prestige each, that over a long period of time might actually give you a nice little bonus here and there. Let's just take the 50 gold though for the time being, because I think that's a bit more valuable. Go on a tour. Feel like it's a bit late for that. Go on a grand hunt. We could do that. Maybe try and get diligent or something. Do you want to kick out our excess courses? No, we'll let them die. We'll wait for at least our kids to take over first, just in case they accidentally fire like some of our good educators. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Let's try and find this goddamn... Oh, wounded. Oh, god damn it. The hunt's been cancelled. What a waste of money. Salt is mastering the arts of swordsmanship. Oh, Salt's doing pretty good. Brooding, conscientious, rowdy. You definitely get an educator. You're another good backup heir, then. I need to make sure that we don't get a repeat of what happened last time. Yeah, you know what? Kedge, Lord Paramount of the North, seems like a very, very good educator. You know, good for politics, too. No, Roland is dead. Holy shit, he had cancer. He was a drunkard and dysentery at the same time. Literally shitted himself to death. Well, goodbye, my friend. Goodbye. He deserves to be honored with a funeral. He trained many members of our dynasty. The Mud family shall be invited to his funeral. Goodbye, my friend. We'll have a feast as well, I guess. Fuck it, why not? He's done a lot for us, so I feel like I need to do a lot for him in return. Right, okay. Now that's a problem, because not only... He was also our temporary chief general while I was looking for someone new. This guy's pretty good. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Alright, welcome aboard, why not? Simon, let's get you training children. Only when our... What's he like? Oh my god, that's the wrong guy. I was looking at Loam there, I was like, holy shit, he's shrewd? He's scholar? Oh my god, shrewd, scholar, humble. Maybe I was too quick to judge it. To be fair, it's martial. His actual leadership stats are shitty. What about, how's Rocky doing? He's also really fucking good. Shrewd, temperate, honorable, trusting. Obviously, temperate and honorable are pretty... temperate and trusting are pretty shitty. Patient, but shrewd and patient are fantastic. Only level 2 trained fighter, so that hasn't really worked out too well. Haughty as well is bad. Proud, arbitrary, cruel, or ruthless, so that could end up being pretty shitty. Unless we get ruthless. Ruthless is... pretty good in the Game of Thrones one in terms of the mechanic it gives you access to. So it gives us access to like border disputes and weird little cast spell like that. 16 martial at the age of 14 though. I have high hopes for this kid. We need to make sure that he's absolutely got a good educator then. Kedge. Lord Kedge, educate him. You're good. He's got a higher fighting stat than him, so we can still train him up to the next level. Alright, I'm going to introduce him. Oh, we can't introduce him to the round if he's outside of our court. Right, we need to be his educator. Well, let's bring him back. Let us educate him temporarily. And then, what are we good at? We're good at, like, fucking learning or some garbage, right? Yeah, there we are. Right, we'll educate him temporarily so we can introduce him around. Then we'll send him back to Lord Kedge. Good start. Good start. He spilled beverages all over Kurth's shoes and managed to insult all of Kurth's ancestors. Good work. And there he goes. Sir Roland of Fairwell died attending to a chamber business. He was a man who was known to be most courageous. Sir Roland was one of the greatest warriors of his generation's martial prowess, famed throughout the kingdom. Basically, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say he's our Barristan Selmy. He wasn't quite that good, but he was good. He was quite nice. Settle my horse. This went so fucking well last time. Right, we'll finish introducing this kid. I'm going to leave his page up so I don't forget to actually ship him back off to the north or a good educator. Because if we lose out on that, that would suck. Game 1 learning. Boom. Absolutely, because his learning, as we found out in Game of Thrones, what does determine his education trait. Don't be stressed. Okay, I think we're fine. We'll wait a second. I'm going to wait for this whole thing to end. Oh, there we go. We are fine. Nothing to worry about. Son, I need you to go back to the north after we're done with this. He became friends with this girl here. Kaleria. And, we became friends with him. Oh, that's really nice. So we're not going to be assassinated stepping back. 100 opinion of our son there. Secret knowledge. Secret knowledge. Oh my god, this could be incredible. I taught him everything he knows, by the way. I taught him everything. What did he just get in there? Proud. Okay, out of everything he could have got out of Horsey, Proud was definitely the second best one. I think Ruthless, to be honest, Ruthless and Proud are about the same. Obviously, Ruthless comes with many negatives too. So, negatives to general opinion, I believe it is. But Proud works. Proud has no negatives associated with it. This kid. This is a top tier kid right there. Oh, Alex's Sea Watch died as well. Damn it. Okay, another funeral. Fine, whatever. All the Mud family, whatever. Can't really afford it. There we go. Right, he's done. And now we can send him back off to the north to be educated. Perfect. This is good. I've got super, super high hopes for this kid. Acolyte Periana spent time over the past 2 days preparing the Guildhall and Seaguard for your arrival. Advanced theory of the substance. We can study wildfire, we can study alchemy, or we can study the arcane. Magic still exists, so both these, all of them are going to be fine. This one is the one that I believe unlocks the Flame Beast, isn't it? This one obviously is transmutation. This one just gives something, I don't know. I think given that we know that transmutation exists, given that there are apparently these powerful alchemy powers already existing, let's go for this one. Let's go for this one and hope that we can learn the secrets of alchemy. Even though he's 56, we might at least get a couple of years with it, whatever it happens to do. Oh, the Summer Islands women dancing at a banned from YouTube. Sorry, can we get that off my fucking screen? I'm going to pay for it, obviously. It might not be, YouTube might not like it, but our courtiers certainly fucking will. Don't die on me, Maynard. Survive. Survive, come on, don't die, don't die. We're about to be the world's greatest alchemist. Please don't do this. I don't want to gain arbitrary. I'm sorry. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Let him go. Release him from prison. I'm sorry. They have 50 opinion. You're welcome. Okay, come on. He's good. He's good. I can't believe you scare me like that. It was just a headache. Jesus, good God. All right, how are we looking with the whole alchemist thing, though? Is this seriously still going on? Oh, I don't think anything actually happened from that. Average ministerial hunter dog, fate variables, white, impressive laboratory, defeat an Andal invasion. That's it. Nothing happened from it. Maybe we failed the event or something. Maybe the guy that was teaching us died. That can happen sometimes. Not sure. Joris needs proper training. Absolutely he does. I fully agree with you. My friends, this is where I want to leave today. Oh my god, he actually did it. Brilliant commander. Trickster, flanker, means that he's not going to be on the vanguard. He's probably not going to die so quick. This is so good. This is so fucking good. We got so lucky with this character. My god. 23 Marshal. This is what we were after. I'm excited for when we get to play as this guy, because I think we can forge ourselves a new realm. More importantly, our guy's, what, 57? So let's assume he lives another 10 years maximum. This guy's still going to be quite young when we start playing as him, which gives us longer to be able to do more with him. We might be kind of in this little sort of, I don't know, this sort of, circle being completely trapped by every war we try and declare. But under this guy, because of the amount of extra troops we're going to get, we've got like 33,000 troops under a guy with 9 Marshal. This guy's got over double our Marshal, which does not equate to over double our troops, just point that out. But we'll give us some significant Marshal bonuses. I'm looking forward to it. I think this might actually be our get out of jail free card. In the meantime, thank you all for watching. I did make this episode slightly longer today because obviously I am away as you are watching this, so I'm trying to make every episode slightly longer to make up for the fact that I can't produce so many episodes, but I can at least make them slightly longer to make up for that. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. There's been a lot of minor stuff today, building stuff, getting things into position, making sure we're planning out quite well for the future. More meticulous stuff that I normally do in a series, trying to leave in some of the important little bits as well. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let's give a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons who've made this series possible in the first place. A big thank you to Aiden W, Alchemia, Anthony Gawley, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Ben Hofflin, Chesty Crosis, Donald, Doolin of Gondolin, Facuna Vasquez, Ghost of Protocol, Gogla, Sariq, James Shea, Jimbo, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Kaden Carter, Michael Mullen, My Name Isn't Dio, Muskratful, Natbuskers 911, Necrophilim, Palvis Presley, Rodin, Richard Clark, Scott, Skaz, Smegmastain, Somnus, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Tyler McLam, Vacuous Backers, Void Prince Kibo, William Green, and Zazzy7011. Thank you all for your support at the insane tier levels on Patreon. Thank you guys, much appreciated. Thank you for your patience as well over the next sort of couple of days as well. We will be back to normal Sunday. Back to normal Monday, I should say. I'm getting home Sunday, so that'll be the last day of it. It was Wednesday till Sunday. So thank you guys all for that. And a big thank you as well. And of course, the same definitely goes out to the patience of Uwu Daddy, Asaro, Adam Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Austin Taylor, Bull Doom, Ben Troke, Bwen Gunn, Best Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Chris, Corgi Circus, Corey CA, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunk217, Emerald Beam, Exploded Knees, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gothamo, Grey, Hajidumar, Icarus, Icy the Grey, Idacy, Jackson P, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, James Barnes, James Shea, Jason Sushu, Jose, Jeebus Crust, Duran DeVries, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Peer, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Mustolp, Monty, Mostly Sampson, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Norstress, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Organised Confusion, Panther Pearl, Payback 137, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, Ryan Hooper, Sagittaire, Sam Kears, Shari, Smirtworm, Smooth Octopus, Socrates, Super Nanny 089, The Insane Pickle, The One Ring, Valonkery, Varagon, Voodoo Mumbo, Will Wade, Wilson Atef, Wolfie, Yorker, Zach, and Zico2. Thank you all for watching, and again, thank you all for your patience. See you guys all either tomorrow or... Wait, hang on, this is going up on the Sunday, right? This is going up on Sunday. Is today Sunday? If today's Sunday, I'll see you guys all tomorrow for regular scheduled content.